Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning. What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
And here goes my brother and number one shit talking Lynn.
What's up, baby? You know, I was trying to run down and do my meter. I won't even tell you what Envy did to me just now.
I wanted you to feel like home.
Hi,
Lynn, how you
how are
doing?
you?
Yeah.
Come on in. Hi, how are you?
Well, how are you?
What's it?
Good.
He's out of town. He won't be back till Wednesday. But I wanted y'all to feel at home, so I put the Yankee hat there. I put the Timberland hat there. So it felt like New York.
Hold on.
You see this?
Hey.
I wanted y'all to feel at home. So as soon as y'all
You know,
sat
hey,
down,
and it's nothing personal, but he coming back home mad. After this
I know. I don't have a lot of faith in.
Thanks, Ye. Thanks.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Love hands.
Thanks, Ye. Morning, everybody. It's DJ, MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got some special guests joining us this morning.
It's the
And
takeover.
I wanted to make them feel at home this morning, right? So I got my brother Trae the Truth, who's throwing my Yankee finish already. We got Lynn, you know from Lynn's Garage, Lynn Price, and his wife Slim. Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Wanted to make him feel at home, so I put some Timberlands on.
You're not going to introduce Trae the Truth?
I said Trae the Truth. I said my brother Trae, you ready to do my
You know
Yankee?
he bitter with me right now, Angela, so it's, I get it.
Before we get into the talk,
That's
of
the
course,
Tim's.
I know Trae. Trae, you've been running around saving the world, man. So tell us what you've been doing the last couple of weeks. I know we seen you in Buffalo, then we seen you out in on the other side of Texas. So
Yeah.
tell us how it's been for you, because it has to be emotional, because you've been doing damn near everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now it's just about being for the people as always, man. And the situation in Buffalo was super heartbreaking. One, because that's something that everybody's seen. You know, just that situation just replay in my head over and over. And that's our elder. You know, coming from the streets, you always protected the elder, the kids,
Absolutely.
the women, you know. So I just felt like it was a need that definitely us as big homies, we should, you know, I'm not even going to say entertainers. I say us as just big homies, we should step up, you know, because some elders and others can't protect themselves like that. So what I did, shout out to my sister, Tamika Mallory, and my son, the whole Until Freedom. I got with one of my homies from, actually he's on the East Coast. Anything I do like Midwest and East Coast, we'll take 18-wheelers with supplies and stuff. And since we knew it was a need out there, and that's the only grocery store in that vicinity, man. And let me tell you what's so crazy. People was bringing food out there, and it's a smaller store. I don't even know the name, man. It was not far from the grocery store. They would send people to get some of the supplies and take it to their store to resell it to the community.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I got with that. Shout to my partner Chris, who I always reach out to. We got an 18-wheeler, and we got with all the people who on the ground that's from there. You know, that's their territory, and they can help us to understand what going on over there and what people really need. We went over there. You know, we ended up giving an 18-wheeler full of supplies, food, all different type of stuff, man, and just being there for the people for one day. I could say, even with everything going on, you could see their mind was at peace, just a little, just to know that somebody from outside care. But in the midst of me going out there, they blowing me up because what happened in Uvalde. So I'm trying to juggle to figure out what's what. And at the same time, you know, they were passing the bill at the White House.
And you invited to the White House, right?
Right, I was invited there, and I just felt like it was more important for me to be there for the people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no offense to the White House, but it's, you know, my people need me. So
How does that affect your mental, seeing all that and reliving through all these tragedies? Because you're one of the ones that's on the front lines. How does that mess up your how does that affect your mental?
I think, man, it's not a good thing, but I think I'm prepared, like I'm used to it. It's to the point to where I can maneuver through it and be okay. Now, what I will say, when I left Buffalo, flew straight to San Antonio and drove to Uvalde, that situation was different because you got to think, my youngest son is 12, you know, my daughter 3, so imagine these kids that are getting shot in the face with ARs and stuff like that.
Right.
That's nothing you wish upon no child. You know, some of these funerals were closed caskets, you know, and now that situation made me a lot more angry and more. It was a little more personal. Not to discredit what was going on in Buffalo, but it's just, man, you don't do that to kids.
Absolutely. I was going to ask, with everything that you see going on, and Texas is an open carry state, do you think,
Look, you finna ask me this, and it's like I don't do the politics. Everybody been asking me.
And everybody, do you think people should be able to carry those type of weapons? And same thing with AR-15. Do you think a 21-year-old should have an AR-15? Now, there's no politics.
No, we was talking about this for an hour out here.
Mm-hmm.
The whole conversation out here for an hour. Man.
So it's a gift and a curse, because if you take it away, how do certain ones protect themselves?
AR-15 though?
So you basically saying, as far as the rifles, you're not
Correct.
speaking on guns,
right?
Man, it's just like I said, it's a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I think a 18-year-old that might still be in high school or freshly walking out, that still may be young and emotional, should be able to just grab it? I don't think so. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really want to get into the politics side of it, because it's like, I understand both sides of it, man. But definitely, I feel like they should at least monitor who they giving it to, as opposed to just because you got ID, let me give you that.
Right.
Because you don't know what nobody mental at. You don't know what they got going on. And in this day and age, not just with the gun violence, in life in general, we just say with a relative or a friend, everybody is emotional. Mm-hmm. And people move off emotion at that moment. And then they think afterwards, you know what I'm saying? And some of them moments can be real detrimental.
Absolutely. Now we also have Lynn Price here from Lynn's Garage and Turkey Leg Hut and his wife Slim. So
put some respect on Envy.
And they came bearing gifts
Yes,
with the Southern hospitality, so we appreciate that. Thank you so much. Envy didn't give y'all nothing.
I did.
He brought these dusty Timberlands.
So they get to
up here
keep
for me
it?
look
If they
at.
want.
These are these raggedy.
Those are worn Timberlands.
You gonna sign these before I
I wore
go?
them once or twice.
Yeah, they ain't no once or twice. You been had these since high school.
Yeah,
Where these things
they look like a size 6.
Yeah.
With
Size
Envy.
9,
They
nine
do
and a
look
half.
small.
But I was going to ask, so for people that don't know, break down how you guys met and how you guys created this huge business, Turkey Leg Hut, and everything that comes aside along with it.
As far as who met?
No, I'm talking about Slim and Lynn. now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So we met actually a couple of times before we actually started dating, but the root of where we actually met is actually where the restaurant is.
What site was that?
It was that porn site.
Porn site.
No, it was actually on
I ain't taking no
Almeida.
parts of that.
No, we actually met on Almeida. I was getting my hair done, and this is when Lynn had locks, and he was getting his hair locked.
Oh, that's
And
gone.
That's the first time we actually met each other, and then thereafter
We met 2 blocks down from our restaurant. It's crazy.
Yeah.
10 years ago. I mean, so, that long ago.
And after that, I saw him at my son's football game, kicking. Not his football game, his football practice, kicking football with no shoes on. And I was like, this nigga, he's just weird. What's
just
going
weird.
Now,
on?
why was he at the practice?
His best friend
My
was
best friend
one
was
of
the
the
coach.
coaches.
Okay, good. That's a good
Yeah.
reason. You're not just kicking a
Yeah,
football.
one
with
of
the
the-
No, she put that out
With
there. I
no
was gonna ask
shoes
why the
on.
hell you didn't put
Yeah,
that out
because
there.
it was just that's what he does.
Everybody
If
gonna
you
say
know
nigga
Lynn,
kicking a
Lynn
football with no
is
shoes on.
That's-
Country ass
Did he
nigga.
have on
is.
socks at least?
No.
Oh.
No, and it was just
Barefoot.
weird.
That's what
It
a
was
country
barefoot.
will do. Shit. Yeah.
Not all of us. Not all of us.
Trey, you walked around with no shoes on, little boy. Yeah.
But no, that's how we met, and we've been,
But something
going
you
ever
liked
since.
about him, barefoot kicking that football.
Yeah, he's been different, very very different.
And
I
that-
will say, when I did lip service in Houston, they did come backstage. They were like, "You gotta get some Turkey Leg Hut," and somebody
You did
came-
what down there?
my podcast.
podcast.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I knew
And
you.
they did come and bring us some turkey. They did bring us some of that. They were like, you hear you got to get Turkey Leg Hut. And they bought us a bunch of it backstage.
Have you been down there?
I haven't
Did
been
you
to Turkey
enjoy
Leg
it?
Hut
Yeah,
yet.
it was
But you been to
amazing.
Houston?
A zillion and one time.
Always.
Okay. You so disrespectful.
Now let's talk about Turkey Leg Hut and how this was created.
So we started in the field during rodeo season, and our hustle at that time was shuttling people into the rodeo. And we had a barbecue pit on the field, and we were just selling turkey legs, boudin, and sausage on a stick. That wasn't our goal, but before we knew it, we had people actually coming to eat instead of going into the rodeo. And one of the things Lynn would do would just ask them to post on social media, Anybody that knows anything, turkey leg cut started really by word of mouth. No marketing, no any of that. It was just asking, like the gift of social media of asking people to repost. And before we knew it, it took off.
Now, how much money did you have to start with Turkey Leg Cut?
We didn't have any money to start.
I love these stories because people are all.
Yeah,
No, we didn't have any money to
started
start
with a loan, so y'all started.
Oh, no, hell no.
We
Started with a
started
hustle.
with
Started with a real hustle,
really.
man.
And
We
you
had our
don't even want to
baby
ask what it's worth right now.
No. I see. There's so many people talk about it. The lines around the corner for it. I was
Every
talking
day.
to my man the other day. He was like, "I want to go," but they be like, "It's an hour and a half wait."
Yeah, tell me you gotta wait 2 hours if you know you. But watch this. Yeah, but she had a job, 8 to 5 job, and I had a job at the time. I was repouring trailers, RVs. You know, the ones you said you was capping on. It's 200,000 nickel. Excuse me. So we both just made a decision. You know, it was like she always has a saying. What you say?
What's meant for us is meant for you. What's meant for you is meant for you. Period.
I did pretty. I did decent. You know, doing RVs. You know, 6 figures.
But I just went out on maternity leave. Our daughter at the time was 2 months old, and even before I went on maternity leave, I had told him I was not going back to that job.
Yeah, she was like, figure it out. I was like, shit. So, you know, she had the Blue Cross Blue Shield, the insurance. Me, I made good money, but I didn't have all the credentials behind me. So we started in the field, and, you know, we did, how many days in there? 30 days?
It was 30 days.
30 days of humping it. I'm
Yeah.
talking about humping it. Late night, early morning. That's the saying where it started off at. We would get out there at 5 in the morning. I'm not bullshitting. 5 in the morning, go all day, come right back. And it's the joke we always say. We'd be so tired going home. You know, we do paper, rock, scissors to see who was going to drive home. Best out of 3. You know, you driving. We'd be right back out there. After the 30 days, you know, I was kind of nervous, like, damn, what we finna do now? We made good money. But shit, before we looked up, people were still coming in their line, even though rodeo was over.
Wow.
And she was like, shit, let's roll. You know, me, I'm different.
He
I
was
think.
apprehensive.
You know, I was like, man, hell no, man, fuck it. You know,
So how many restaurants do you currently own now?
We own one, but we own the whole block. We own the whole block, 6 food trucks. We have other businesses. We probably own other businesses with their names on it, but you know how they go.
Now, what was your biggest mistake as entrepreneurs opening up? Because you guys didn't know. It just took off.
Getting in the bed with the wrong person.
Okay.
When we
That's
first started,
Oh, the worst.
the very first location we had, there was a situation where we got into the bed with the wrong person, and this person had ill intent. Lynn,
I went on
everybody
vacation.
knows, went on vacation
And
for
he took
2.5
advantage
years,
as soon as I went off. You know what I'm saying?
and he plotted to steal our concept, the recipes, the everything, and so much down to the point where he stole the staff.
Oh my
And
gosh.
but you know the great thing about that is that he couldn't recreate what was meant for us, even with the staff that was that was there cooking the turkey legs and cooking the doing the recipes and all that.
Somebody can watch you all day long, but
Yeah.
they don't know what's in it. It's like your spaghetti you may cook. Everybody don't know what's in your spaghetti.
Yeah,
But
my
not only that,
spaghetti's
it's
amazing.
just if it ain't pure and genuine, it
If
ain't
it's
gonna
not
ever
meant
work
for
out.
you, it's not meant
It's
for
crazy.
you.
And watch, she
And
told
that's
me.
why I
she
always say, what's
Jazz
meant for you is meant for
brought
you.
Drake in there the next day that the dude took over. Drake came in there and said, "This ain't the same turkey leg."
Wow.
It's crazy.
I know that.
He
And
said,
then-
"This ain't the same turkey leg."
So what does that mean when you have the same cooks, the same staff that are recreating the same thing, but you can't make it work, right? I mean, it wasn't meant for them.
God don't like ugly.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any shortage issues? Because I know people talking about the shortage supply issues and like with the wings, with chicken wings.
Or even
What's been
staff,
going on
yeah.
with the turkey legs? Has there been any issues?
COVID was rough on a lot of people, but it was a saying that I said. You know, a lot of people have been selling.
Lynn, you got talking to the mic. Lynn, you got talking to the mic.
I'm sorry. A lot of people have been selling vibes. Now you have to sell good food during COVID because they cut the DJs, they cut hookah out, they cut a lot of different things out. So, you know, initially in my mind, I just went into a different grind mode. You know, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do that. You know, and now a lot of people in the industry that's in major restaurants ask, how did y'all do it? Consistency. Same way y'all do it up here. You know, shit.
And I think our template allowed us to be able to pivot, when it pertained to COVID. Like we already had like the to-go and the template that allowed you to still function in that environment. But as far as the shortage is concerned, we never had a shortage of turkey legs, but there is shortages of other products that are difficult. The inflation of all of the products is
It's high as giraffe.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Even the supplies, like to
it's
put the
crazy.
containers, everything.
I mean, turkey.
Everything.
I mean, even wings, heavy whipping cream, things like that is just the cost. The markup is it's
But
ridiculous.
one thing with staff, we kept everybody on. We had 182 people work for us. I kept everybody on, man, from the officers to the DJs. You know, that's one thing they'll tell you. I knew they were going through it. You know what I'm saying? Even with the staff, she'll tell you, man, go to bank and get $5,000, give everybody $100 in gas money today. You know what I'm saying? And you got your ungrateful people. They making this. I ain't have to give you that offer. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you get your ungrateful people all day long. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna have to coach him when we get to doing it.
It's the truth. It's the truth. She'll tell you.
If you love him or you hate him, but he's being honest.
Yeah, I'll be
He
honest
was
with
asked.
you.
You know, with you
Bro.
guys being married, how was that working alongside each other? Was that ever difficult? Because it's like it's never a break. It's like, you know, usually.
I've been feeling so
What
bad
was
for
the
being
girl
his wife all the time that she got to deal with him. I
yes,
can imagine.
It's still difficult. I mean,
Slim control it.
we
All
wake
right.
up with
You on
each
that
other.
this morning. Okay. You with the bullshit. excuse me.
We're around each other 24/7. There's hardly a break, you know. But we've always been that way. We've always been a team, and so even when he gets on my nerves, I can just walk off, regroup.
And I follow her. You know, I'm with all the bullshit. I'm with all that. Baby, where you going?
I'm like, why are you following me? Leave me alone.
Anybody that
Just
really
let me-
understands business and understands it, like I said, we didn't go to no culinary school. We ain't been to none of that. You know what I'm saying? And first, like I said, even in our first initial restaurant, the first 6 months, we was in the kitchen by ourselves, man. Just off hustle and a lot of prayer, and God help us right now. You know, with a baby, I have pictures with the baby on me in there. You know what I'm saying? We ran steak night for so long. You know, she knows how to cook, and we come from families that know how to cook. But sometimes the stress can get at home. You know, you bring it home.
He
Absolutely.
doesn't know how to disconnect.
Me neither.
And that's the
I
thing
don't.
with me. I know how to disconnect. I know how to separate. If
I'm scared
I'm
to disconnect.
mentally, if I'm like, I don't want to deal with anything that has to do with the business right now, and then he'll bring it home, and I just look at him like you don't get it. Just give me some type of break where we're not focusing on the restaurant. Let's just. But
We was in
now
Bora.
I've just learned
we
to
was
just
in Bora,
deal with
and
it.
she said, "You're not gonna turn your phone off." I'm so scared of being this far away.
Same way.
And I turn my phone on when I do get off the plane, and I got you know, plumbing, this, there's always something with the restaurant.
You got
People-
PTSD from
And
when you
it's
went on
always
vacation
gonna be
before.
Yeah, man, yeah, no bullshit. I was in there. She'd tell you, every week she sent me pictures of the restaurant. What have you doing? What have you done? Construction-wise, this, that. You know, it's mental. You know, when you come from, you know, not too much of nothing out the hood, now I've made it. I'm not going to lose it.
And I used to
Shit.
tell my wife this all the time, is the stress that you take in a day is you push that on your partner because she's the closest person
Of
to you.
Yeah.
So it's
Hell
like
yeah,
everything
man.
Oh
that
my
you deal with.
Boy, if I ain't never agreed with you, today is the day. I'm going to tell you,
And see,
today is
my
the day.
biggest thing is, you know, I got 6 kids, so I'm stressed out not for myself. I want to make sure that they're always
Yes,
good.
man.
And then when I come home, she's like, all right, you're not at work no more, but that stress still, I take that out on her.
And
Because
imagine
you
how
live-
stressed she is being with the 6 kids all the time.
You right?
Yes, but it's the stress of knowing that your children ain't got to go through what we went through.
Correct.
That's my thing. I could pass tomorrow. I know they good. You feel what I'm saying? My mom was a single parent. She did what she had to do with 3-4 jobs, but now it's like I done made it, and I'm not going to go back down that road of messed up. You know what
There
I'm
still
saying?
has to be a balance.
You're right.
You know, there still has to be a balance.
But greats don't make it to the top without working hard. I'm gonna say that.
That's
I get it, but y'all understand what I'm saying?
We both work hard, but there's still
There's got to be, yeah.
still has to be a balance.
Y'all get it as a man.
You know?
What I'm saying? I gotta push on, baby.
All right, now, Slim, let me ask you what your thoughts are on New York and the car culture here and Envy's cars.
Oh, boy. We're going to just jump right into it.
Oh,
Yee.
man.
Well, first of all,
Envy-
let's say, I want to ask how he got into cars, because you own a lot of cars, like a lot of cars.
Wait, hold on. I want to hear what she had to say about you before that. Don't try to change the subject now.
She said, "Eat this nigga."
Hold on, wait a
man.
second.
Get
What do
this
you,
nigga.
let me hear
Eat
your
this
thoughts.
nigga, baby.
I'm
She used to wake up in the morning, get that nigga, Lynn. You on your ass. All right, baby, let me get this
I'll cut you
motherfucker
off.
board and shit.
I am excited to see, next
good.
weekend.
Oh, so
It's
you're feeling pretty confident about, Houston and
course.
Texas and the cars
Yeah,
here.
but you know, on Father's Day,
When-
she always buys me 2 cars, huh? Father's Day, she always buys me 2 cars. Yeah.
So something might be revealed at the car show.
Father's Day coming up too.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
gotta vote
So
back.
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So that means
Tuffy.
at this car show, you're getting 2 new cars.
I'm just saying, you never know.
Don't put that pressure on me.
Wow.
I put it,
Listen, what else can I buy him?
yeah.
But how did you get into cars? How did y'all get into the love of cars and buying cars and fixing up cars?
wait
It
to
goes
see
back.
these
It
2
goes
cars
back
on
to.
Sunday.
It sounds crazy, but it's back to what you just said. I see a lot of different races that have certain things put up for their children. When their people dies, then you have property. She takes care of that. You know what I'm saying? every car I buy, she may go buy 2-3 properties. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying at the same time, I see a lot of, my daddy didn't leave me nothing. You know what I'm saying? On that note, didn't leave me shit. So to see that a lot of these people that I look up to, their children, damn, he went to prom in a Camaro. I'm like, when I was in high school, man, where you get that from? That was my daddy's car. Oh, okay. My mind state, it was part of when I was on vacation, checkoff list. I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna have something for my children. It's the best feeling to have something for your children on a note of generation down the line. That was my daddy's car. You know what I'm saying? This and that. And then the love of it. And then their investments. You know what I'm saying? And when I was younger, I used to buy bullshit. My first car was a Monte Carlo. You know what I'm saying? With the check engine light on. You know, I call it the Denzel. You know, I had one of those, but once you start learning what to buy, now you got investments.
What about you? What about you, Slim? When did you get in your love of cars?
Well, my love of cars it is not the extent of his. I mean, I love cars. He didn't know that my favorite car at the time was the 1996 SS Impala.
She's from Chicago. She don't know about no goddamn Impala.
So he was like, what do you know about that? I was like, man, listen, I guess it's because that's the era of where, you know, growing up. But, of course, being around him, you know, I soak up everything that is him. And his love for cars has turned into a passion for me as well. So, you know, when he's asking about, when I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, I like that Chevelle. I want one. Slim, why you want that? Because I do. But I like the way it looks. But, you know, just to see him, his past, something that he's very, very passionate about, and I can understand his love for cars. Do I get tired of him buying cars? Yes.
I get tired of you buying purses. But watch this. Meanwhile, back to ranch.
But
Those purses are going up in value.
So are those cars.
Yeah. That's the argument now.
Yes. The purses hold their value.
And they go up in value.
Yes,
You see
they
Chanel
do.
13 more expensive now.
Thank you.
Is she married, boyfriend?
Boy, she has a boyfriend.
So watch this. The best feeling in the world is riding in a convertible with your man.
No, not with my hair.
No.
No thanks.
You know what I do?
Hey.
I put my scarf
Hey, she
on.
put her scarf
I put
down.
my scarf on.
We in New
I
York
tie
too.
it
It's like
down.
dirty. I don't want to be
Yeah.
Well, and that's
convertible.
even better. You know why? Because it's cool outside. You can turn the heat on. If you ever tried it, you know what I'm talking about. It's the best feeling in the world, riding in the car with your woman. You know what I'm saying? Playing the right music.
Hey,
definitely would say that.
Nora Jones.
There you go.
That's the best feeling.
No, you're right, and the reason
She
you know
did live in
I want to say
Brooklyn.
thank you for helping me with the car show as well. And the reason I want to do this car show is because I felt like when you would have the international car shows, those car shows weren't for us, right?
They not.
They're no disrespect. They're white people shows. They cater to people that can afford it. And I just remember my first car as a kid was a 1986 Honda Accord with the flip-up lights. It meant everything to me.
Bad boy,
I
that.
saved my money. I bought 16-inch rims on it. I put a little bazooka in the back. It was my thing.
That right one will go out sometime. That right light,
Right,
that
light
go
go
out.
right.
Yeah.
So, you know, we created this show so people can see different cars from different areas. Like, you know, I'm a kid from the 90s era that I used to love the old drug
Acuras.
dealers. So I love the Acura Legends, the
BBSs.
Maximas, the BBSs, the 88 E30 M3s, the Lexus Coupes. That was my thing. That's what the drug dealers had that I couldn't afford as a kid.
Yeah.
So when I got money, I bought it. And, you know, I love to see, like, with your era, which is so dope is because y'all getting me into y'all era in y'all cars. Like, I'm online looking for a Bel Air. I'm online looking for a Chevelle.
And you see they
I'm
ain't cheap.
online looking for a Camaro. And I see they ain't cheap. And that's the thing. I know. I'm like, my God. I'm like, my 918 goes this, but goddamn.
But Trae, what is the difference between cars in Houston and cars in New York?
I would say back then, people would have thought it was, but you got so many youngsters that got just as many foreigns and every other thing. That one thing that I'll say that we definitely got that y'all don't have here would be slabs. That's our culture. That's our go-to. But nowadays, you know, you got a lot of young hustlers that's
Different
fly.
era,
They
man.
pulling out and they
It's not even on Instagram.
Rolls,
yeah.
Ferraris, Lambos. So anything he got here, we basically got there. You know, only thing he's at a disadvantage is probably our paint, our rims, and just how we coming. You know.
Y'all have a lot of shops down there?
We do have a lot of shops, but not like
We do.
like the shops in the South. So, for instance, I got an Impala. It was in New York for 5 years and got nothing done. I just shifted to.
We had that same problem.
Shifted
We
down
have the
there.
same problem in
But then I
Houston.
shifted down there,
And it got fixed.
and nope. The guy closed the shop, didn't tell me they closed the shop, and they was about to impound my car.
Wow.
And luckily, if
That had
somebody
to be a
Hold on,
bloodline.
what's up?
Bloodline.
there you go.
All right, no, it was. All right, baby, you
we
didn't
just
tell me,
had to go
baby.
get.
Man, I don't give a damn.
No,
Shit,
but
about
the
you
bad
being
thing-
real.
and why I was so
Real.
upset, it was
I wouldn't give a damn.
Is he called, and I was like,
Shit.
yo, I'll have you fix my car. I'll pay you, and you know we'll talk about it. It'd be dope.
Well,
Help
we
you
all
out.
we all thought that. I
And-
had 4 of them over there.
But
So, look,
when
I'm the only
shop
one who-
closed,
That was
he
your
never
maroon
called.
Impala on the
Hey.
left-hand side?
That was that.
Look, I'm the only one who handled it different.
Yes,
Guess
that was
what?
Damn.
Envy, the
Small
car you
world.
seen of mine,
Wow,
Envy?
yeah.
I went up there and sat there over their shoulder and made
So
them
we all-
finish
we
mine.
all-
I remember
They
him going to
finished
pick
my
his cars
paint,
up.
and I picked mine up and took it.
Yeah.
I was there for 3 years.
I
thought it was finished.
Mine wasn't there.
And
Well,
long.
now,
I-
Effie, 3
I-
years
watch
is
this.
excessive. How do you leave a car sitting?
I'm
Is
going
that
to say this.
excessive?
No,
It's not too many shops in
3
Houston
years?
that do that. And I already knew who you was talking about. Because when you're in the car world, it's like somebody saying that Trae, a rapper, automatically he knows somebody. Oh, I already know who you're talking about. He may not say it, but I already know in the car world, I already know exactly who you was talking about. You know why? Because I know how people are in Houston. You have so many good people, then you have 4 or 5. And if it wasn't that one I just said, I know the other 4.
No, it was,
You know what I'm
it
saying?
was definitely that.
Yeah,
but
where's
to
the car?
point,
Where's the car now?
Freddie got the car now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Freddie.
Oh,
shit.
Freddie got the car.
Damn, he finna do good on
Yeah,
it.
Freddie got the car. But the car was so bad, it sat there for so long that I guess the mice chewed out the interior
wine hornets
and
is
the
in
wiring.
inside, made a
And the
mess.
tires were messed up, so I had to
But
get
how
new
long
tires.
should that
Oh,
take
wow.
then?
Give and
Well, you
take.
got to stay on them.
No. I'm not gonna say that. It's like building a house. When you see a project stop getting built or something, that mean the finances went down. I'm not gonna say on your end at all, but I'm saying when you go in there and take care of your business, drop that 10,000. Those people get on that car and knock it out. When you go in there dropping 1,500, 800, 700, baby, they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna buy no paint. You know what I'm saying? And the project like you trying to do right now, I know Freddie gonna do. You finna be in that thing for 50, 60,000. You finna LT it. You finna suspension. Will Woods. I know you gonna. Yeah.
All
I
that.
gotta talk to him about it.
But,
I'm gonna talk to him.
you know, the funny thing is,
Why you trying to get that thing ready for
shout out to
Houston?
Mr. Rogers. The reason I did it, Mr. Rogers, my brother, because Mr. Rogers opened the shop with him. They did it together
I
at
know.
first.
I know. And
So
it
I was
went
like-
well when he was there. It was excellent when Mr.
And
Rogers
then when
was
Mr.
there.
Rogers left, Mr. Rogers called me and was like, yeah, I'm leaving the shop. I'm like, where's my car? He was like, it's back there. And thank God somebody seen it and, you know,
I
took
saw
it out
that
there.
car. It was crazy. It's crazy. I know. I was trying to buy the car. It's crazy.
I think that was the only one like that. That was
only
there.
one back then. That maroon. I kept saying, whose car is it? His daddy kept saying, blah, blah, man. I don't know who car it is. Yeah, but it's crazy.
Damn it, man.
You see, I ain't gonna play by
Smart.
mine. I was over the show. Hey, somebody finna paint my car now. Mine coming out this shop this week. So I got mine done and went on by my business.
Mine is still out there beat up.
Mine will be in the car show, so that's how serious I was with
Mine will
mine.
be in the car, so it only got one wheel on it, though. But be in there.
Now, Trae, you had Envy all in his feelings with some of the
When?
posts that you've been doing
Uh,
about this car show.
Both
Was
of
it-
them, him and Lynn.
Yeah, you
But
guys.
he was
Actually, I'm not
playing
gonna
it,
lie.
he
He came up here and he cried a little bit.
hey, all
said
this
y'all
just
was-
got revoked. No more hats for you.
He said y'all was bullying him.
I did say he was bullying me, but I didn't
Hey,
try.
do you realize we play a
He
little
said it was
different?
allergies.
We did-
Hey,
so-
we play a little different than you
So
said.
an average
Trae
person-
called me.
look, the
Yeah,
average
you going
person-
too hard.
Look, the average person, you got to know how to deal with Lynn. So with me and Lynn, we don't clash. Like I'm just as aggressive he is. I'm just
He
as
just-
aggressive.
we
You
just
see what I'm
wanna
saying?
play.
So it works for us.
Yeah.
But I also tell him, hey, well, you know what? Everybody may not. They ain't got tough skin
No,
on.
he's
Don't
very
go to.
sensitive.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
But look, he was only playing.
No,
that
no.
yeah.
But the funny
So
thing is, I was too. It's funny, right? First, Mr. Rogers called me. It's like midnight. He called me and said, "Yo, what's up?" He's like, "Let me just tell you about Lynn." I'm like, "What's up?" It's like he goes too far, but he's a good dude. So I'm like, "What the Lynn post?"
got
I'm like,
this,
"Lynn post?"
you
He was like, uh-oh.
Picture me. I'm like, "What the Lynn post?" He's like, "I'm just gonna tell you." So I hung up the phone. An hour later, let me tell you about Lynn, Trae. Trey called me. Let me tell you about Lynn. He good peoples. He play too much, but he good. Don't worry about it. I'm like, I play too. I'm like, what is Lynn gonna do? But I'm like, when it comes to cars, I just love my cars. And I
I'm
can
with you,
play all
baby.
day.
Yeah.
But
I'm
we,
looking
you know,
forward
for
to it.
us, it lightened the mood for us because we having fun. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
just felt like he was picking on Houston too.
But that
That was my thing. You came for Houston like
I did.
we ain't got nothing down there, man.
well, you know, we ain't gonna ever
Yeah.
let nobody step or
And
stomp
then you
on
know
what
what's
we got.
really bad? He said something really bad about Beyonce too.
Oh, no,
Hey,
hey, we ain't gonna
we
wait
not
a
taking
minute,
no
what you
think?
Beyonce slander.
Nothing bad.
What'd you
We
say
not taking
about
none
the
of that.
beehives that come
I'm
for your
riding
ass
for
today?
B.
That whole beehive will come for your ass and stay in your ass. Mess with beehive. She out of third ward too, baby. You gotta play it if you want to.
I just want to have a good show, so I want to tell everybody.
Yeah,
get
you
your
wanna get
tickets,
off that
get your
beehive.
tickets.
Yeah, come for your ass and be
I ain't saying
downstairs.
nothing about B. All
Get him,
right.
B.
And you
Get
know,
him,
you
B.
gotta
I think he said
realize,
something
I
like the
got.
cars are whack and Beyonce's whack or overrated.
Get him,
No,
B.
we
something
ain't
like that.
letting
You
them.
find that audio, I give you my car. I did not say nothing like that.
Wave the flag down and don't host the car show.
But the good thing is it's fun. It's all in fun and games because a lot of my family here in New York. So even a lot of artists from New York excited and laughing about it because it's fun for us. And then not only that, one thing that I need to make sure we really stick to this week is we made it more about the cars, but people forget. You remember we got animals, we got game rides, kids 5 and under free. So it's actually a family fun day for the fathers, and the older ours is to battle with the car shows, but we got so many other elements to the car show for the kids, and that's why it's really important for them to get their tickets. Hot Wheels doing something special. There's a lot of people that came together, man. And what I do want to say is shout out to every single person that registered their car, because they didn't have to do that. Because right now.
Out?
Yeah, it's maxed out. We had to get a couple of extra rooms because so many cars, which is
that's
dope.
good.
But there's
That's
so many
good.
different styles.
That's good.
It's
good, but me and Lynn took up a lot of space. He did tell me that.
I'm gonna talk to
So who got how many cars? I want to see. All right, let's talk about
I'm gonna talk to
numbers
you,
here.
Envy.
They got way more cars than me. I'm not even going to play this game.
Okay, we need to know numbers. We need to know actual
I need
numbers.
to know numbers about this car show,
Nobody
too.
got the numbers that
I need to know
Lynn
numbers
got.
about you and car show.
Okay, Lynn, how many cars you have?
We're going to talk outside about these numbers about how many people coming, so we're going to talk.
I still got that footage of Envy on the camel, too. Maybe that could be good for
Envy, also I want to say this. We missed you at Rick Ross thing. What happened?
I was in Africa.
Shout
You
out to
was?
Rose.
That's where you ran to.
Yeah, he ran off to Africa.
Hey, Envy. That's Envy. Look at me. That's where you ran off to. That's where you ran off
You see what you holding
to.
up?
That's where you
Look,
ran
Andrew,
off
see
to.
what you
I
holding
know.
up?
It's like I told everybody. I said, you seen a bunch of Chevelles, you seen a bunch of Bel Airs, you seen a bunch of Impalas. How many Ford GTs did you see?
One.
Mine.
I saw it, and I went to the site where you can lease it at. They have it at prom.com.
You can't lease
man, you can lease
You can't lease it
it.
on rent. You know what I mean? I was gonna take my 918. I got some other one-on-one cars. I'm gonna bring that. It's gonna be special. I ain't gonna show no pictures. I got some.
Envy. If I did that for Rick Ross show, almost 17 hours away. If I brought 43 cars down there, what you think I'm doing my whole city?
43.
43 cars, 17 trucks.
How many
Right.
you bring, Envy?
We see. I'm just gonna say this. It's costing me $19,000 to bring all my
I didn't
cars.
ask. I said, how many
watch this out.
cars?
It costs us $23,000 for gas to go to Rick Ross show.
Wow.
Just gas. Yours is transport. Mine just gas.
Yeah, well.
Stop playing.
I don't know. I'm not feeling too good. You know, I'm a New Yorker, but I'm not feeling too
We
good
can
about
sing
these
together, we can't talk together, baby.
And mine's gonna be closed trailer.
I got closed trailer. I got
I see
8
all
of
the
them.
trailer lady.
Hey, I got 8 of
Mine's
them.
gonna be closed trailer.
I brought 12 trailers.
I don't want none of that Texas dust on my car. I don't want
Hey,
mine closed.
I'm ask you one thing.
Wow,
I'm asking, do you own one truck?
No, I do not.
I know. Quit talking to me. Let's go. Ford. Let's reach out to him. I need him. He needs a Ford. He needs a Ford.
But before y'all walked in there, he was saying Trae ain't got nothing on him. He said maybe Lynn, but Trae.
Use a goddamn lie. Trae, I got it. Trae. You know what? Let me get on your mess ass. Let me get on your mess ass. You the messy one. Your mess ass. It ain't Envy. I'm sorry. It's her ass turning into your man.
I love it.
I think
Turn the kid in
Trae the only motherfucker in Houston got this 6-wheel, ain't it?
Yeah, I definitely want. I'm the only one that got the 6-wheel Apocalypse.
Only one.
Yeah, you know that 6-wheel Jeep a monster.
Well, get your tickets. We're going to have a lot of fun. I seen Bun got some cars done up. Bun said he ain't playing. Mr. Rogers, of course, Lynn, Trae, Jay Prince, and a host of others. So shout to the whole
Now you
Houston.
know Jay got some classic
Have you
cars.
seen? You saw it. I was on FaceTime with Jazz with. He got 1 of 10 of the Lamborghinis ever made in the world.
I seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jay
he-
got some. Shout
I
out
was showing
Pops.
her.
He got some
I was
cars.
sure we was in the car and Jazz FaceTime me. I was like, nigga, I know cars. I was like, nigga, where did these come from? We ain't talking about no 30, 40, 50, 60. We talking about far as I can see. And they just been sitting. Old school, just $300,000 cars sitting up. Tires flat on them.
Cause when I called him, he like, man, whatever you need. So it
Goodness
was
gracious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1 of
definitely.
10. 1 of 10 Lamborghinis in the world made.
Well,
you know?
Envy, I don't know, man.
Well,
I'm gonna...
come on out. I got 50 Cent cars at the house right now. I got about 450 cars at the house. I got Fab's cars at the house. I got the truck that actually laid DMX to rest. That big
shout
monster
out
truck.
to my
that
bro.
would be-
Man, so
people
look,
take
crazy
pictures of that.
story, right? Shout out to my bro DMX. I actually brought him to Turkey Leg. X,
did.
he used to
Yes.
look. He
It's
used to
crazy.
talk to me left and right to
Hey, man.
get us all to open one up out here. He was determined.
Really?
The year
And he
before
went on
he
stage
passed.
that same night. It was like, man, that motherfucker turned like that. That motherfucker fool. And he went in the back. It's crazy. I remember he was like, big boy, where can I go smoke at? I took him in the back there in the back. He smoked by the pit. He was like, that's the wood that you put on. I said, yeah. And he was just smoking. He was looking. I say, he's crazy, but it was his energy is.
Yeah,
Man,
he
his
wanted
energy
that.
was-
He definitely wanted us to have it out here. He
Man,
was
his energy. He
determined.
kept saying that. It's crazy. He said, also, whenever you go to New York, kill envy. So I'm here now.
Well, there you have it.
Take it easy
Rest
on
in
him,
peace.
man.
Trae the Truth, Lynn, Garage, Lynn Price, and Slim, we appreciate you guys.
Tell us.
Can't
I
wait
want to
see-
ask you this. Tell us about your book. I want to know about your book.
Oh, well, it's everything. I've been with my wife 27 years, been married 21. I was 16, she was 15, so we grew up with each other. So we had
Here?
to, in New York. So we had to learn everything about each other. You know, that's why I'm so like, I don't think kids should have a gun at the age of 18 or 21 because at 16 you're still a young boy. You're growing into manhood.
You just said this.
So
I
that
just
was the
said
reason
that.
why. So we talk about all that, the ups, the downs. We talk everything because we have 6 kids. But we had a miscarriage before. We talk about cheating. We talk about me being too emotional and too insecure at times. So we talk about all that
In the book.
Your book.
in the book. That's right.
She's a book reader. I'm talking about she'll read your book in 30
I'm
minutes.
gonna give you the book right there before you leave. Yeah. So we
So
talk about all in the book.
you bringing them to the car show?
My wife and kids will be there. Absolutely.
Well, yeah.
Everybody that buys a book gets a free turkey leg.
Well,
That's what we do.
better.
Everybody buys a book gets a free turkey
No,
leg.
Oh, matter of fact, I ain't even get to tell you, Lynn. Me and Ember was talking. So even though they have a certain thing they're doing there, we probably gonna be able to sit up outside so everybody can
I thought you was
experience
going to say
it.
donate 5,000 turkey legs to the children, so my mind was already ready. I know how you
Oh,
do
we
me.
can, you know, we definitely can do that. I ain't gonna
I
ever,
know how your ass-
I ain't
I'm
gonna ever
messing with
stop
you.
when it comes to
I'm
that.
messing
But
with you. I'm
yeah.
messing with you,
But I'll
we'll
be
do
down-
that for the books.
I'll be
for
down
real.
Oh,
there these
and we can't
Thursdays.
forget Trae Day.
Oh yeah, Trae
Angela,
Day.
you probably should come this year because we gonna double back again. You know, because I got a Beaver Stadium. It's the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and every Trae Day we do a car show there too. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is gonna be definitely a big year, man. Just for everything that I got going on.
Emmy, you play any sports?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Basketball.
Oh,
good.
no,
Come on,
no,
come jump
no.
on Lynn team for kickball.
It's
Ask him if he plays
Yeah,
well.
it's Team Trae
Okay,
versus
don't do
Turkey
that.
Leg.
He played in sport.
Yeah.
He played on my
She's
team
a
before.
mess.
It did not.
She's a mess.
Stop
it didn't work out.
You stop it.
Y'all act like brother and sister.
No, it didn't work out.
I want to trip her so bad.
Yeah,
I
I
wish
know.
she was my real sister so I could trip her and not catch the charge. But since
How
I
long y'all
can't,
been working together?
12 years.
Oh, wow. Where's my man at? Where he at?
Charlamagne, he's I think he had to go do
Shout out, my
something.
bro.
I think in Cannes for the film festival, I believe.
Okay.
But we appreciate you for joining us, and we'll see you Houston this week. I'm gonna be there Thursday, so I'm gonna come right to Turkey Leg Hut. I'm gonna get me a turkey leg, smoke some hookah, and I'm just gonna look at all the cars.
Yeah, that's right. And we'll pick you up from the airport in a Sprinter, and it ain't rented. So I know how you like to do it.
Oh my God! It's
It's,
Lynn, it's Trae Truth, it's Slim, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning, and Trae got a new record. We gonna play this record, Trae?
Oh yeah,
Wanna introduce it?
alone. Yep. So, and it's crazy right now. I've been bidding with a whole bunch of labels trying to decide where I'm gonna finally go to put my real official album out. So, hopefully by Trae Day we'll be announcing a whole bunch of stuff with that too. So, other than that, man, we just working. You know, just working, trying to do any and everything we can to take care of our own people.
All right, well, let's get into the record. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.